All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Quarantine Quick Hits. It is April 24th, 2020. It is Friday once again, and I am back with Will Harris.
Going on? We're back.
So I think I'm gonna,
Friday Fields.
yep. So I think I'm gonna have Will on probably quite a bit now as a co-host, kind of just jumping in, giving his takes, seeing what's up, and having obviously a nice cold beer on every Friday evening. So make sure to follow us at on his tab.
We can do it every time.
100% on his tab, on all social media, on his tab.com. There's going to be a new structure of some sorts for when these will be coming out. I haven't decided on what that's going to be yet. We can talk about that after, and I'll release it probably in the description. But we can jump right into it. Last night we had our first sports moment that was real and live after a couple of months almost, I guess. So we had the NFL draft. How do you feel about your Vikings draft or draft picks?
Uh, I think they filled a couple of needs. Losing Diggs and picking up a wide receiver, and then obviously a cornerback. I I think like most Vikings fans, we've been begging for some type of offensive line help, especially within the draft. So we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But with two picks in the first round, I was hoping that they would pick up an offensive lineman. But I think for the guys we got, I trust their judgment. We seem to do decent in terms of wide receivers, and then cornerbacks is Mike Zimmer's specialty. But I feel like it's getting repetitive. We are always drafting a cornerback in the first round, and year in and year out, our defense does well, but our offensive line is almost always an issue. So hopefully they can do work something out to bring somebody in, but we'll see what happens. I'd say I'd give it a B if I had to.
Yeah, okay. And we've got round 2 and 3 coming up tonight and tomorrow, so should be good to keep an eye out. But the team themselves looked good last year, so hopefully they can build off of that going into this year. So
how about you? What did you think?
We had Giants. I think with their pick they did a good job. I didn't know the kid. I wasn't thinking they were gonna go with him originally. I forget who I had. Let me go back and look. I was talking with my buddies.
Remember the names of the Vikings guys.
Yeah, so I didn't think they were gonna go with him either, though. The guy that we ended up going with, originally, fuck, I can't even find it right now. Andrew Thomas is the guy that ended up coming to the team, but I forget who the guy that I thought was gonna come. The Jonas Brothers fucking put out a video not long after welcoming him to New York, which I had no fucking idea they were in Giants fans. I don't know if this was like a PR stunt or what the fuck this was.
I didn't know they watched football.
Yeah, just in general, I didn't know they were football fans. I don't know. I think it's all a ploy. The Giants must have paid them a pretty penny to welcome him, make him feel big time. But
all about the Bucks.
The other thing that happened during the NFL draft is that the Jerry Jones War Room, which is on his yacht, which was later revealed. So I'm popping up a picture right now of him, screen cap of where he was. So he's got a nice little couch. He's sitting like 3 feet away from whoever the two people are. They were pick number 17, and then we've got another pick of the full room. So this room is fucking nasty. It's probably nicer than like most people's houses. Just that one room.
It's like Alabama's locker room,
which is insane. So obviously he's a fucking supervillain. And he made so in a room like full of billionaires, or not, maybe not a room, but like the draft, like with all the coaches, all the owners, you were getting a peek inside of their houses and whatnot. But Jerry Jones just made everyone look poor.
Dude, he is Dr. Evil. Except for he's a billionaire. Dr. Evil didn't even understand money.
Yeah. And then like talking about, evil and evil people, we had fucking Roger Goodell embrace the supervillain role too last night by having everyone boo him at the beginning,
It
which
was really funny, but it was kind of cringy just to like watch him just like look at the screen and be like, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, is that
prove
all
it.
you got? Is that all
Yeah.
you got? It was so cringe. It was funny, but it was cringe. And then the other moment he had, which was super cringe, was when he like hugged the TV, pretended to hug the TV.
Should we try and imitate it or does it not work
Yeah.
because we're right next to each
Wait,
other?
I gotta go this way.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's the only way it works.
That was hilarious. And it was
Roger.
funny because like the kid who got drafted like zoomed in, like he got really close to the camera. So like he just was absorbing the TV. It was that was a good moment. That
So
was
that
good.
it was funny. A lot of good moments came from last night. Other than that too, so they had a kid do a special pick to, I forget what team was it. Um, Cancer survivor, or he's fighting cancer. He did one of the picks, or the introduction to the pick, and then lastly, we had the Packers fans just all go into shambles, like just fall
Oh
apart
yeah, that was awesome.
after their pick on Twitter and everywhere else, which was fucking hilarious. So, NFL draft all in all was a hit. I think a lot of people had a good time watching it. Obviously it's something live related to sports, and gives us something to look forward to after all this shit is over. But then on Sunday of this past week, we had something awesome too. The Last Dance, which aired on ESPN. We had episodes 1 and 2 come out, back to back, and then we've got episode 3 coming out this Sunday at 8, I think it is. But Michael Jordan, we're talking if he's the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, I threw that question on there just because I think this is finally sort of a detailed look into the type of player that he was and how he came to be, outside of his stardom and the fact that, he kind of reinvented basketball. It's been this argument is always going on between Kobe and LeBron and Jordan, but I think one thing, that people are realizing is the type of competitor he was. Like he was just and this is common knowledge, but you get a closer look into the work he put in and the conversations he would have with teammates. Like he would straight up tell people, how good he was going to be, and then he would prove it like in a short period of time. So I, I don't know if he's the GOAT. Probably, I don't know. I'm not going to pick a side here, just because I don't want to jump into all of that. But it was really refreshing to sort of get something new about him because he seems to stay pretty low key for the most part when it comes to his personal life or his accomplishments. And this is sort of a time where we can take a look at the real Michael Jordan, even though it's a documentary. So there's things
Yeah, but I'm excited. I mean,
that
even dating back to like his high school days, um,
yeah,
just right off the rip when he was going to high school, his biggest competitor originally was his brother, obviously.
yeah.
Growing up, and then just like taking a look at that where he grew up. I don't know about you, but I didn't know much about him other than like his basketball career, like dating
No, I
back
didn't
that
either.
far. Um, it was insane to just like look at and see everything, see his family, how his family reacted. Um, and then going into like his college days and um eventually his NBA career.
And
Eh,
just the college stuff was so interesting too because he wasn't really recruited. I mean, he went to North Carolina,
yeah.
but he wasn't expected to be the player that he turned out to be when they first recruited him. And it makes you really respect him from a competitive standpoint. He kind of reminds me of Tiger Woods, where he just seemed to, always defeat the odds. And then when he was on top, he was dominating. Like
Yeah.
it was constant Michael Jordan domination throughout his career. And, it just speaks to his drive, which people obviously have copied their whole lives. This the
Yeah.
competitiveness. I think everybody looked up to him. That he sort of created this wave of competitors that have sort of been exiting the NBA. But like Kobe and Dwayne Wade and those guys were all you could tell that they took the game seriously because they wanted to sort of lift it up the way that he did.
And then episode 1 and 2 all together though were unreal. It left us wanting more. And ESPN should fucking drop all. How many episodes are there? Do you know?
There, I'm guessing there's 10.
They should drop all 10 episodes. Just like
I know.
it gives us something to look forward to. But it's. I think they should drop them.
Well, they can't because they like cover it the way that ESPN's been covering their own documentary has been as if it's a real sporting event. Like I remember looking on ESPN on Monday morning and like the cover page was like a review of The Last Dance, and so they need to crank out content, and that's one way to do it.
That's the only way they're gonna be able to get it.
But I definitely missed NBA Twitter. I mean, there are some rabid fans out there.
Yeah, there is.
Like the NBA Twitter just erupted once again with the Jordan, LeBron, all those arguments, and I just love to watch that stuff.
I just watch the world burn little by little. Everyone honestly. Just tweeting each other. But up a little bit more recently, yesterday we had President Donald Trump asking us to inject Lysol, sun treatment, and other cleaning supplies as a mean to treat COVID-19. What the fuck was that about?
Honestly, and today he tried to go back on it. I think somebody asked him a question like, "What did you mean?" And he was like, "It was sarcastic." And I don't know when is a good time to be sarcastic as the president of the United States. Obviously, he's that type of guy, but 50,000 people dead in the country, probably not a good idea to like recommend like drinking bleach. I don't think he didn't say that. I have the quote here, but like he actually did talk about injecting disinfectant. Let me read this quote. I'm not going to try and impersonate him, and it's going to be hard to read because a transcript of Donald Trump is like reading a third grader's writing. But here it is. And I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in 1 minute. And is there a way you can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets in the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So you're going to have to use medical doctors, but it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. But the whole concept of light, the way it goes in 1 minute, that's pretty powerful. So that whole quote doesn't even make any sense other than which other than what he's telling you to do, which is injecting Lysol into your body.
And right after the conference ended, I went on Twitter. Tide Pods was the #1 trending topic in the U.S. Like right away, we're ready to go. And
he knows how to stay on top of trending, man, because it's like you look at trending on Twitter and his name's always in it. It's always something negative, but like hashtag Trump is not a doctor is trending right now. It's like, yeah, we know that Trump isn't a doctor. We know really not to take his medical advice. I don't think anybody's doing that from the start.
Yeah, we've got hashtag sarcasm and then hashtag don't drink bleach also trending all at once right now because he just knows how to stir the pot.
I know, and I don't even know if he's like doing it on purpose or what. I it's hard to tell with him.
Content doesn't sleep with him.
Could you imagine like being from another country and just saying, like, opening up Twitter one day and being like, "Oh, look, the president of the United States told us to inject Lysol into our body." Like, wow, another day.
That's exactly what it's become, I think, moving like now at least. Yeah. And then I think this week has been just in general like memes galore. Like obviously from The Last Dance, starting with that NFL draft last night, we've got the enormous baby too.
Dude, so freaking scary.
Let me pull up a picture here.
I guess I shouldn't call it a thing, but like it is a beast.
I mean, it is. He is huge. So actually, it's funny that you ended up throwing this in there because I realized that Krista the other night showed me a TikTok where they debunk the enormous baby. So apparently, it's not like actual baby that's like months old, like whatever, like under a
Yeah,
year
yeah. I
old.
think he's like 3.
So apparently, his parents are just milking this shit and putting out more content on. So I guess it started on TikTok. I didn't know where it had originated. And there's a girl that went in, like saw who the mom followed, which is the one uploading these videos. Went onto like their cousin's Facebook, and then onto they ended up finding like the husband's, and they have pictures of the kid like, and they're just shaving him and only putting him in diapers during these videos.
Jeez.
But the baby is huge. I put up a picture earlier, but I mean that kid looks like he's like 40, 50 pounds.
Yeah, the actual TikTok of him like jumping on the grown man is like legit something you would see in nightmares, I think. And he's like looking at the camera. He's like looking at the camera like just jumping up and down, like, and when he jumps, it looks like there's so much weight coming down. I'm like, I feel bad for this guy's lower back. And the baby looks like he's doing it on purpose, like he wants to fuck his dad's back, like he just wants to like ruin his the next week for him.
Oh man, yeah. What the memes that have come just from that video alone, plus all the other shit that she's uploaded in the past couple days and weeks. I mean, she's rising to stardom quick though. I'm gonna pull up her TikTok now.
TikTok, dude, I see people. I'm reading a couple of tweets here. Like somebody said, saw people posting insanely mean things about a big baby, like just ridiculously dark things to say about an innocent human infant. But then I saw it, and yeah, I get it.
Well, there's that, and then there's the what's it called? There's people making TikToks of like literally them like shooting the kid, like printouts of
Oh,
of
really?
the kid.
God.
So it gets dark.
Internet never fails.
It gets dark real fucking fast. But I mean, it's funny that someone came out and was like, "Yeah, he
Well,
deserves it."
it reminds me of like a couple months ago, people were always posting pictures of the baby from Ice Age. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They were like, I fucking hate this baby. I wish I could like kick this baby. And it's like, that's a cartoon, so it's a little like less edgy, but people see these videos of the enormous baby and they're like, they go real dark real quick with a living person. But
They
I didn't know that like that the parents were just dressing it up. Like, are they shaving his head
yeah,
too?
they're shaving his head. That like
Oh my god.
and old pictures that they found on Facebook, he has hair and shit, and now like as of like 2 months ago, they like shave his head every
Can
week.
can we recreate it with you, Brian? Can we shave your head and put you in an adult diaper?
I need a haircut, so I wouldn't mind it. That
Well,
video now
this wouldn't
has
be a haircut. This would be shaving cream
yeah,
to your scalp.
that would be fun.
It put you in a diaper. We'd have to shave your whole body too.
They've got 13.2 million views on that TikTok.
Wanna dance,
oh,
but
shit.
she don't know how to. Woo. I'm iced out, ooh, looking like a.
Oh my god.
It has 1.2 million likes, 69,000 comments. I played the video, so
I actually have a question for you about TikTok. Is TikTok, I know what it is, I've made one, but is it like can you monetize TikTok at all?
that's what I don't know. I
'Cause,
assume
like, I
you
feel like
have
when
to be
I'm
able to.
yeah, I feel like when I'm scrolling on TikTok, there's so many accounts that get so many views. And like I'm wondering, if your page gets, there's one TikTok that you have that gets a 1.5 million views. Does that just mean you instantly have made money? Or is it just like is it like Twitter where, you can be famous, but you're not, you have to like do what you can to make money off of it?
I think it has to be more like Twitter.
Yeah. It's not
Um,
like you get paid for views like YouTube.
it's just the easiest way to go viral. I mean, it's so easy.
Yeah.
You can post one video and it just takes off like crazy. I mean, even like I've posted a couple of videos which haven't gotten many plays at all, but I'm surprised at how many they do get since I only have like 20 followers.
Yeah, the algorithm is weird because that one I posted when I did the duet with you, it had like, I went to bed and it had like 870 views, and then I woke up and like it had 875 views, and I was like, oh, I thought it would have more, but
Yeah, so it's super weird how it works. And I think like so I went through like 4 days where I just posted a video every day.
yeah, I
And
remember
I was starting to get like I was getting like a little bit of followers, but I was getting views and clicks and likes on the videos that I was posting. So I don't know how the fuck it works, but it was like random ones would get likes, and then I've posted videos from a while ago because I hopped on the TikTok trend early, and those videos still get plays and likes and shit, which
you
is
did hop
super
on
weird.
TikTok trend early.
Which is super weird that they had like they're still getting likes and stuff because it's like
Dude, that's me. That's just me.
yeah, that's
I just open up. I've got different accounts. I'm all over the place, man.
the 3 fake accounts, 5 fake accounts.
Yep. To the TikTok burners. Is that a thing?
I'm sure they will be if they're not yet. But yeah, I mean that's been the week in a summary, really. Other than what else has happened this week, I don't think much.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Brian?
Personally, I played my first game of Warzone, Call of Duty.
How'd that go?
This past week? I played my first game. I was trying to figure out how the fuck to play, and then my second game I actually ended up winning, which was insane. I had
Dang.
4 kills. Went to the gulag once. Other than that, we had the DJ stream. We haven't talked since then. That
Yeah.
Friday night.
That was bumping, dude.
Yeah, it was so
That
much
was
fun.
like the most fun I've had in like the last month.
Same. I was hammered by the end of the night, and then I announced I'm doing another one on Saturday, so tomorrow.
I'll be there.
I don't know what time it's gonna be at. I gotta make some sort of art for it, which I'll pop up. But make sure to roll through. It's gonna be at 8:30 tomorrow.
What? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention about the bits. What do the bits do? Because I had a bunch of those from last year, and I just was like dicing them your way because I just like had them.
Yeah. So basically, they support the creator, like monetary wise, but they also give you like, so you have VIP status now on the channel. Number 1.
Let's go.
Number 2, you have this little sub badge next to your name now too. And then it just helps out in general in terms of getting on like the, I guess like the For You page or like the like front page of your thing.
Yeah.
The more interaction you get, and it allows me to unlock more shit as we move forward with streams.
Okay, well I'll keep sending them your way then. I think I have some left.
So it does all 3 of those things, and obviously looks good on the stream when it pops up. Every time it fucking like the notifications pop up in the top right corner or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean that's about it. That's really it. That's new with me. I haven't done shit this week. Obviously grinding out the blogs. Trying to make as much shit as I can. What about you? What do you got going on?
You know, it's been we've had a somewhat busy week with the St. Paul Saints. We were kind of getting in touch with all our groups because we had an announcement about pushing the season back to early July. So it was busy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't the type of busy that you would expect at this time of year. So it was a little,
Yeah.
but besides that, you know, been getting outside. The weather's been pretty nice these past few days.
Yeah, it has.
Drinking beers, watching YouTube, doing a little work.
I feel that, dude. I yesterday I went on a run for the first time in
I heard about that.
in a while. I was dead last night. I passed
Let's
the fuck
go.
out. I was dead. Yeah, I've been kind of like trying to get back in shape. I was supposed to play soccer this summer, but the league got canceled like right away. So then I was like, fuck this. I was going to the gym, and then I was like, fuck this. Oh, no shot. Like now
you had no purpose anymore.
now I have like no reason to go, no motivation, like whatever. Because I played in a soccer tournament in February, I think it was, in like mid-February.
Yeah, weren't you in that one over at Allianz?
Yeah, I was at the one over at Allianz. Yeah, and that was super fun. Krista goes lioness. She just texted me. She heard that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I was dead. It was it was in the snow, and we were wearing boots, and I was dead after the first game, which was only 15 minutes long. We ended up losing,
It's tough playing in the snow though.
but it was crazy. I was winded after. I like thought I was gonna throw up. I remember coming off the field for we sub someone in, and I was like, holy fuck! I was like bent out of shape, like just ready to die.
You'll get there, bro.
So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try to build it back up hopefully for this summer.
We'll get out and play. We'll get out and play some beach volleyball, dude.
Dude, I know. I wanted to start a team because there's a couple of places
Oh
where
yeah,
we
there's
can
a
play.
bunch of leagues.
Yeah.
The place that we went bowling last summer has a league.
I wonder if those will happen this summer or not.
I doubt it.
Like a late start, like a July August one, like into early fall.
Cross your fingers.
I know, dude. That would be nice, but
It all comes down to whether people are okay with like touching the same sand.
yeah, that is.
Did you just touch that sand?
All right, well, we're gonna wrap up this week's episode. Like I said, I'm gonna put out the new structure of what the show is gonna look like within today or tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure to follow us at On His Tab on all social medias. Visit the website onhistab.com. Follow Will at Sir Will Harris on Instagram and Twitter, right? Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
got it. And then my personal Twitter and Instagram is at xbriansilva. We will be live tomorrow for the DJ stream, so make sure to come say hi. Any last words, Will?
I'll be in there.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow or whenever the next episode is.
Bye, everyone.